Hey everybody, welcome back to Land Yacht Garage. So in today's video, we will be working on my 96. If you didn't watch the last video, we got the 97 7.3 Power Stroke stripped down to the frame. I still got to do the trailer hitch and a couple of other things, but later today I'm going to get oxygen and acetylene for the cutting torches, so I just cut the plow gear off and body mount trailer hitch because I'm not doing that thing with the death wheel. So, I'm going to be starting on stripping this truck because I need the rear cab cross member, because I'm actually going to cut that one out and then like halfway bolt this new one in, so then when I get it sandblasted, that one will be sandblasted. So pretty much going to do the same thing we did here, but with a lot more delicacy and a lot more care. So I'm going to go ahead, get started here, and yeah. So I'm going to start off with the headlights and grill and everything, which all this stuff's already been out, so it shouldn't be a huge deal. And then I got to empty out the bed. I'm going to find a place to just put all the parts of this truck so they're not getting ruined or anything. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So I got the headlight bezels off and the turn signals. To say I'm disappointed with the lights that I bought, I'm really not, but they could have been better. So they already started to yellow, which, granted, this truck has never spent a day inside since I built it. I think I got the headlights about a year and a half ago. They got on the truck a little after that. So these are from Pro Tuning Labs. They were about 125 bucks, which this one was pretty good. Bolted in and everything. But this side never did, because I couldn't back out the adjustment screw good enough so it wouldn't be like so angled down and it would look stupid. So, and on one of the turn signals is already shit like in the crease of it, which whatever. But I am actually going to be getting another set of lights. I'm not keeping these clears. Well, I'm keeping clears, but not this set of clears. If any OBS guys are watching, you guys will know the lights with the LED strips in them. That's what I'm going to get. They're about the same cost as these one was new, but those ones actually wasn't available when I bought these ones, or I would have bought those ones. So, got the hood off. I'm going to start taking this header panel off, I think, and then probably attack the inner fenders and the fenders. Got the header panel off. That's my brand new radiator support that I bought for it. I will be reusing that header panel, but it is broken where the turn signal bolts in. I'll just put bigger washers on it. That's no big deal. So I'm going to get the fenders off, but I'm going to do that off camera because, quite frankly, my phone doesn't have enough storage to do a bunch of time lapses without editing the other ones. So they're like a minute long instead of 15 minutes long. And so I'm going to edit those now while I take the fenders off. Fenders are off, inner fenders are out. I think, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I've really got to get all these parts over to somewhere so I can take this bed off. Because my plan is, I'm not sure. I want to take the bed off, even if that's just leaning up against that tree for now. And I got to get the cab off. So my plan is to flip the cab up on its back, and then I can do all the rust repair underneath and clean it up, paint it, all that. Which I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do that. And also, now that I'm kind of talking, a couple people have been asking about where's the Cadillac. The answer to that is the Cadillac, I put $5,000 into it. I'm going to be honest. I put $5,000 into it. And now it needs another $2,000, at least $2,000 to $2,500 to do the motor. And then it still needs another $10,000 worth of body work because that car will never pass inspection. Not like I'm worried about inspection because they don't really give a shit around here. But to have it be road legal, it'll be another $10,000 because the whole back half of the car is rotted out. Which that car will be back, maybe this winter. I'm not really sure. But for something that still needs another $12,000 worth of work, it's not worth it. I'm getting my license in 13 months, and I obviously need something, and that car has just been one thing after another, where my truck has just been sitting here, and for about $5,000, I can have a fully restored, road legal, badass truck, which I'm going to get on to bigger build plans later on. I know I made a video, you guys probably didn't watch that, it got like 10 views, about upcoming plans with this truck, which it's changed a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and continue taking this thing apart. Okay guys, so bed's off. I'm dragging it between those trees because that's out of the way for now. So now I guess I had to go clean up the yard a little bit, all over there and stuff. So then I can bring all of this stuff because I'm just going to put it beside my shop right over there. So I got to do a little cleanup and then we'll be back to work on this. So I'm probably going to go ahead and buy 2 new repop fenders because this fender was a little messed up here and the other one has a dent. And some of the nut zerks were like nut certs where the airbox bolts in the battery tray. Most of those, a bolt is snapped off in them, which I don't really like using repop stuff. I prefer to use original, and that's what I built this truck out of. The only thing that was repop was this fender and the radiator support. I was trying to find an original, but I couldn't. So I'm going to go ahead, and I think I'm going to start pulling the cab. So my plan here is to drop my brand new fuel tank and then get the fuel lines out of the way. And then I still got to go and get oxygen and acetylene for the torches. I'm going to cut the frame right here. So then I can theoretically, probably ain't going to work as I'm saying it, I can just flip the cab right up on its back right here. Theoretically. So I'm just waiting to get oxygen and acetylene. And I guess I should remove the fuel tank and stuff. I got to be careful with the fuel lines because I don't want to break those. So, well, it's missing something now. Now I got a half truck. So, I got all the cab bolts out. I just got to do an AC, couple of AC lines, and I think that is it. I think. Not really sure. Oh, shifter cable. I never did the shifter cable. But I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the fuel lines. I'm not sure how to take them off the motor. I got to look up a video on that because it's like a weird spring. I'm not sure. I might be able to do it with my normal disconnect tool. But I just don't want to put the cab on the brake lines and then have the brake lines stuck under there or some shit like that. Which, I guess I can pick up this side of the cab to spin it around. Okay, well, we'll see. I still got to empty out the cab, clean up this whole area. So, just got the cab off. Jesus Christ. Forgot a couple of things in the cab. Unfortunately, I forgot my nice radio. That kind of sucks. It looks broken. So that really sucks. Oh well. And by nice radio, I mean like $50 Walmart Bluetooth radio. Here's the underneath of the cab. Yes, there is a little bit of rust. This hole's supposed to be here. This is just eating out a little bit. As you can see, there's one hole into the cab that I got to patch. Right here is a little rotted out. I don't think I'm going to even mess with it. I mean, I'm not sure. I could have done a better job patching this hole. This is where a four-wheel drive shifter would have gone, but this truck is push button. You can see the patch that I did. I cut out the rust and everything. I missed the spot right here because this truck was never meant to be perfect when I rebuilt it the first time. A little bit more here. Little hole there. Just a bunch of little stupid things. Because like I said, I should clean that out, I guess. Wow. Like I said, when I first rebuilt this truck, it was meant to be a work truck. And then when I went to put the 350 axles in it, I'm like, I'm going to go all the way. So here's the tranny, the push button transfer case. This is an E4OD. 44,000 original miles on this unit right here. Bell housing is broken on it, just a little bit right here. The motor has 119,000. As you can see, it never really leaked any oil. Just the oil pan and the rear main, which is going to be getting done. I'm going to probably might do some nice valve covers on it. You really can't see them, but I might do it anyway. Gonna get a lot of mixed opinions on this, but the whole drivetrain I'm painting yellow. And one thing that is different between the diesel frame and the gas frame is right here where the oil filter hole is. On the diesel frame, there's a little cross member, so I can just torch that out. Bam, done. And I got to blow out this cross member, like I said. I got to take the fuel lines off so those don't get broken. So I'm gonna, because I don't think this video is very long right now, I got to do the radiator support, motor trans. Not really sure how I'm gonna do it. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and just keep working. So I ran into a slight snag. One of the clips that holds this bolt in is broken. So it's just turning and I can't get the condenser out. So I'm gonna have to figure out something. Prefer not to cut it, but that's the last resort. Okay guys, so it is the next day and well, I made a little bit of progress. It's like 100 degrees out, so I'm not gonna set up a time lapse of me working on it or anything because quite frankly it's taken me all day. So I ended up, yep, there's slight spillage and it's still slightly spilling. I know you're not supposed to pull the torque converter off without the transmission. I'll get to that here in a second. So I tried to get the motor and the transfer case and the transmission out as one, but that was not happening. So I separated the transfer case. And then I went to undo the torque converter bolts, and I just put this transmission in a little over a year ago, and the truck's never seen salt since. But I cannot get, I don't even know if you guys can see it, that nut off. It's really not even considered a nut anymore. I have no idea why or what happened. I used the right size socket and everything. I mean, I put the thing on there. So I'm going to have to deal with that once the engine's out. So transmission, I just got to lift, move out, and then I'll just put it on a dolly, and I got to put it in there. I'm just going to pull the AC condenser out with the radiator support. So I was actually waiting on getting the transmission out before so I can just take all the starter wiring and everything right with everything. So I'm gonna probably go ahead, get the radiator support out, cut that bracket right there. I was gonna undo the fuel lines, but I actually don't have the right tool. I only have up to 3/8 line remover, and that's like 7/16 or ½ inch. So kind of on a standstill there. I got to blow out one of the connectors there so I can actually get my tool in there to take it off because it's full of grease, mud, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and keep working here. It is hot, like over 100 degrees out. So taking me a while. So maybe somebody could tell me in the comments. So I did this new radiator support off an LMC truck. And I got Jeff's Bronco Graveyard radiator support bushings. Maybe somebody can tell me if you've used the Bronco Graveyard's radiator support bushings. Did they suck? And did they suck? It could 100% be my user error, but for me, they were cocked sideways and they just didn't fit the mount right. Which, granted, this mount is messed up, but the other side's fine, and that did the same thing. It could 100% have been user installation error, but let me know in the comments. Okay, guys, so it is a day or two later. I can't remember the last clip I did, but sorry that the last half of this video has been very spotty, but as you can see, my motor's here. I got to put it in the bed of the truck and bring it in my shelter. The motor transmission transfer case is already in there. It is like 105 degrees outside right now, and it's really warm. Too hot to use the cutting torches. Unfortunately, the frame is still not sandblasted. I wanted to get it there like 2 days ago, but stuff has gotten in the way, whatever. Too warm to use the cutting torch. I still got to cut one cross member out of that frame. But I just want to talk to a couple of things, touch base on a couple of things before I end this video. One being, thank you guys so much. Like, the 7.3, the first video on that truck, has almost gotten 1,000 views. It's like 60 shy, so if you guys can make 1,000 views happen, which who knows, by the time this video comes out next week, it probably will be at 1,000. So thank you guys for that. We're like 3 subscribers away from 200. That's huge. I know that it doesn't seem huge, but I've had this YouTube channel for 4 years. And I'm not sure if there will be weekly videos. I'm actually thinking, because these videos, how they're all spotty and stuff, I might go ahead and maybe post 2 or 3 videos a week. Depends on the progress. One of, painting the frame, because that's not, that doesn't seem like a weekly video to me. So maybe Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, or Thursday and Sunday. I'm not sure. Because obviously in one day, it's gonna take 1 day to paint the frame, and then bam, done. And then putting all the sound dampening in the cab. That's really, it doesn't seem like a weekly video. And another thing, the next video you guys will see is me tractor painting, cleaning up all the rust on the bottom of the cab and painting it. That will be the next video. It all depends on the weather. I mean, I still gotta clean up my tools, my bolts, everything, and it all depends on the weather, because right now I need to get that frame off to be sandblasted. So that is gonna do it for this video, guys. Like I said, I apologize for the last 2 videos kind of being spotty. It's just, I'm out here for maybe 10 minutes, and then I'm inside for an hour because it's too hot. It's way too hot. So, like I said, that's why hopefully there'll be one made video. Sound dampening, painting the bottom of the cab, and whatever. I just needed to get both of these trucks stripped. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with your friends because that helps grow the channel. And thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys in the next one.